money, we ain't never sleep. You got V12, I got 12 V's. Got bottles, got weed, got molly. I'm all the way shorty, what you want, I got what you need.
So, thought I would give a little insight on what the plan is today. We are going to take my DCCD out of the car, it's under differential, and we're going over to my buddy Casey's shop. And I had previously bought a 2014 STI trans, which I'm pretty sure some people here have seen. Gotta try not to squint, it's a little bright out here. I bought that transmission for spare parts. I ended up selling it to my buddy Johnny, and I kept the center diff, the output shaft, and now I'm taking the center diff to Casey's shop. We kind of got it all torn apart. We figured out how it goes together, and we're going to use that, pulling the center diff out of my car, which it's an 07 STI transmission, and we're going to pull that apart and replace the clutches and everything and reassemble, put it in the car, see if it fixes my issues. For those that don't know, since my first track day of this season in like June, I broke my rear axles, and when I did it, I revved back out in second gear because I didn't know that they had broke, and it basically welded the clutches inside that center diff, so my car was constantly stuck, like locked 50-50 power. And it makes it really hard if you ever have your car stuck like that, like especially in the winter. Your tires will skip, and it basically acts like your car has a welded rear diff, kind of like a drift car would. So the plan is hopefully that we're going to put it back together, everything works, and I can go on driving and be able to control my center diff. Especially with winter coming on, I would like to be able to have that little bit of control and not be skipping around sliding while I'm trying to take sharp corners or anything like that. Because trying to go through parking lots and doing, you know, U-turns or anything like that is just a pain, and I can hear it wearing on my my rear wheel bearings and my tires. So I guess let's go get this figured out. Gonna give a warning, there's probably gonna be explicit content, as in like language, so just a little bit of a heads up for that, just to get some kind of content.
Oh yeah,
since, you know, YouTube stuffs.
okay, so we have that, which is that guy. There's
that thing.
right, goes in this.
Just trying to figure out which ones are welded, right?
So that whole clutch stack should pull up.
Oh, there it goes. Yeah, that looks pretty fucking nasty. And those clutches don't look like they're separated at all around the outside.
Yeah.
So I think we figured out what the fuck's wrong.
Possibly.
You know what we probably could have done?
What's that?
Just drop that one. Well, replace the clutches on there and drop that one into that.
I'm thinking we might still do that because I don't like cleaning all this out.
Yeah, that looks pretty fucking disgusting.
That disc in there, I think, is attached to probably the magnetic portion.
Mm-hmm. And if the electrical in this one's bad, then at least that one should be good.
So we should just...
He said that they were identical, so... That looks fucking disgusting.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, compared to that, this old DCCD looks terrible.
Okay, drops right in.
I think what happened, the reason it's yellow and all gunky, is because it got really fucking hot.
Yeah, see, and he has
A good set.
non-fucked snap ring pliers. So Sorry, YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube.
Can't say that shit on YouTube unless you mark your channel as...
Explicit, adults only.
Yep.
Looks like she got hot. And those discs look like they are completely blown out and melted together. Because that is supposed to look like that. Just think, my car has been like this since my first track day back in June. I think it was May or June was the first track day when I broke my back axles.
I don't know, I gotta get that sampling back on.
Yeah, I gotta clean some of that shit out of it too. But that looks a hell of a lot better than that. And here's the part where we shoot it across the shop.
Well, shitty part is... There we go, that'll work. Piece can slide in there.
Need me to hold it?
Get these pliers fucking put back together.
How you liking that Apple Watch?
I like it.
I went and got one, so.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's on the charger right now. Honestly, I really enjoy it. I didn't think I was going to use it as much as I do. Yeah, compared to that, this old DCCD is terrible.
That guy drops right in.
I think what happened, the reason it's yellow and all gunky, is because it got really fucking hot. Cleaned off, reinstalled. A lot cleaner. All that gunk. It looks like it took chunks of like the wall out while I was at it. You got ghosts. Yep.
Nice.
Time to reinstall and see if it works. I'm wondering if maybe I pulled something loose. I reset the codes. My traction control is off, my ABS is off, my hill assist is off. My DCCD's apparently fine. I'm sitting in the air, turning tires and accelerating and deaccelerating, and no issues front to rear. All right, well, the center differential went decently well. The car drives better, but I'm having an issue and I think I know what it is. I'm gonna try and correct it. I have to wait on parts to come in at Subaru. What it looks like is that the needle bearings that are on the main shaft extension that go into your transfer gear, that your transfer gear connects to your output shaft, it looks like one of those bearings or two of those bearings might have been bent, and it's causing some binding in my center differential. The car is running great. It's no longer 50-50. It's now it's an 07, so the gearing's a little different. I believe it's 40-60, and it drives great. It actually takes corners now without skipping the tires or binding up, which is awesome for me. But I had to order these new needle bearings. I'm gonna rip the whole thing apart, put it back together here soon, and see if maybe that fixes it. But yeah, when I rip it all apart again and replace those, I'm going to get a few different angles so that I can give y'all some content and some knowledge on being able to rip your tail shaft apart in case you ever break an output shaft or, God forbid, have to replace your center diff. And that should be a pretty nice little how-to video coming up in the near future. I think this video is probably going to run a little short on content because of I just didn't record that much, and I failed on that part. I'm sorry. I know I should have done better on the recording aspect, but I was just in a hurry trying to get this thing done before I had to go to work. And yeah, I mean, right now all I'm going to do is I'm probably going to jack the car up, look on the underside, and then I'm going to start throwing my interior back together because I'm doing a course through work and we're going to be doing an inspection. I'm using my vehicle as an example, so I can't have all this completely empty on it because a lot of it has to do with inspecting safety and your extra equipment, your spare tire and jack that aren't in the car but they're about to go back in. Yeah, so I'm gonna get on top of that so I can get this done, but I will catch you next time and should have a bit more content. I think I'm gonna set up a few extra cameras and try and get this going. Later.